Okay. Help me out here, guys. When was the last time I saw a ship that I did not like in Star Citizen? Um, Look, rarely does it happen where I think they miss. I think the Star Citizen ship devs nail it each and every single time. But for this one, I am strongly in the maybe field. And I say maybe because if you give this a black and gold paint, then yes. And maybe it's something which just grows on you, right? The second this came out, the controversy kicked off. People saying, what the hell are they thinking? Because look, the asymmetrical design is just not jiving, I guess. A lot of people just expected a larger weapon, perhaps, in the front over there. Take a look at some of these redesigns made by some Redditors. This won't work. You can't have it in the center because there's no room for the bedroom on the side. The reason everything is shifted off the side because this entire area over there is the living quarters. So you need to have that there. That will not work. Also, this, yes, definitely yes. Simply adding some more kind of weight in that area over there. This, no. This is what the C1 Spirit is. And over there, well, my camera's kind of blocking it. Let me move that in a second. But yes, making the cockpit a bit fatter, absolutely. Let's take a close look at the ship first. And I want to take a look at this video put up by Even Lease, who I have not actually seen before. And he's been doing Star Citizen content for a while. So Even Lease, let's watch your video because I think you did a great job in talking about this. So let's go through it and drop some thoughts. I'm wondering if this is one of those ships which kind of grow on you, because at first look, I don't know. But then once you see the inside, it all makes sense, right? That angle looks great. Yeah. Crusader design language on the rear engines, the little VTOL engines, beautiful. Lots of criticism I'm seeing, and people saying, hey, how come it's a huge area dedicated just to one small weapon? It's very possible during the design stage they thought to put something bigger, size 4, maybe even size 5, but considering this is a beginner ship, you should not be getting that kind of firepower with the beginner ship, in my opinion, because these starter ships essentially end up being like an Uber, right? Be honest with me. When's the last time you pulled out a beginner ship, the starter ship, for anything, other than traveling from point A to point B? You use it as a taxi. It's an Uber. It's what you go to the consoles to call up for something to show up quickly to take you from one spot to the other spot to get your main ship. That's what they are. So as an Uber, I think these are great.
If I go ahead and open this, it's like a 100i. I already love this entry
so
because it's...
right away. Getting in from the side, I wish the Mercury Star Runner had that. I'm really hoping that they take some design cues, like a side door, and put that into the Mercury Star Runner, because they'll make the ship so much better. Typically, these ships, the Crusader ships, you have to go in from the back and make your way through 1,000 doors to get to the front. So coming in from the side,
it's fast. There's no animation to stop you
having
from doing
no
it.
Animation screen, like no climbing ladder animation or anything, just walking straight in, makes such a massive difference. I love it.
Anything, and it allows you to really just get in and get going, and then you can go ahead and close that right up, and it just looks phenomenal. Now let's go ahead and turn towards the pilot seat first. As you can see, this interior is already sizable compared to a lot of starter ships, so that's something to consider. Right here is the pilot seat, which we'll hop in really quick. You can take a quick look at the dash, the view you get out the pilot seat before we go flying it, and then we'll go take a look at the rest of the ship. It's got
A Crusader ship with the pilot seat front and center. Well, just center, nothing else around. Nice open view. Big fan of the language design here. Big design language. The cockpit, it's clean. I have no complaints about this. This, for me, the biggest selling feature on the ship is the interior. And as it goes through the rest of it, I think it's very well planned, very well laid out. Loving everything about it.
your standard Crusader view, so very nice looking, very open. able to see around and do a lot. It's definitely not a misc ship. Now, let's go
Slamming
ahead
misc
and
ships,
hop
they're known for their lack of visibility.
out after looking at that dash. It's pretty nice. It's very simple. We're going to take a look at some other features of this ship here. Now, right away, you can see there's some component housing. Right here, you have, if you open this up, a relay box as well as a life support system. And now if you go over here, it does have the radar, avionics, as well as other areas for components. And then you have some more things along the walls here, and it looks pretty nice. I like this. It's very cramped, but it's a starter ship, so what can you expect? Now, talking about a starter ship, how much SCU can this thing hold? 8 SCU of cargo.
I think this part here is the best part about this ship. Having the living quarters to the side here and the lighting in it. Check out the lighting.
Lot of cargo, and I really do appreciate that. Now, if we
I think
walk
they
through this
nailed
door
it
here,
here. The soft kind of beigey tones, they're definitely giving some... It's giving Star Wars vibes. That's what it's giving.
this is the main living area for your pilot, for you. And this just looks phenomenal. I'm going to say that so much, but it really does. You have storage access right here above the bed. It's a very nice and comfortable looking bed. And then right over here, you do have an armor locker, so you can hang up your suit when you're done for the day. It's right here and ready to go. Over here, you do have a weapons locker. Go ahead and put the weapon on there. I can't right now. I'm in an armistice zone, but you have a heavy weapons locker as well as 2 rifles and
That's
handguns.
great. If you are using this ship as kind of a, it's almost like a mobile little base. It's a mobile little home. You land wherever you need to be, and everything you need is in the living quarters there. You got your spacesuit, you got your heavy weapon, your light weapons, your ammo. It's all right there. I love it. You could tell me this is a Star Wars ship from the inside and go, it does look like it, right? They definitely were influenced by that. There's a lot of the language, the smooth lines, and I guess the red kind of leather. Yeah.
Ships is definitely taking place here, but I love it. It looks phenomenal. And then right through this door, of course, what can you do without a bathroom, right? You do have a bathroom, and it has a working reflection.
I'm never not impressed when games put in working mirrors, because you can appreciate the extra little step the devs took to put that in there. Typically, reflections are kind of expensive in-game, but the way they've done it here is essentially there's a camera which kind of puts your image onto a screen rather than a true reflection. It's kind of their way which they worked around it, which works absolutely great. It works great.
Continuing on, this is your little engineering area, and it's pretty cool little area. You have a engineering terminal as well as your cargo bays. So these right here are cargo bay doors. If I were to open it up, you see this is where your cargo...
Amazing. Amazing. My question is, does a motorcycle fit in there? If you can fit actually the knocks might be too long. But if you can fit the Pulse maybe in there, maybe 2 of them, I'm sold. Right? I'm $80, whatever it is. If I can carry 2 motorcycles in there, I'm sold.
Cargo would sit. Now you're like, oh, what a pain. How are you going to get that, cargo loaded? Well, simple as dropping down to the ground. Look how awesome that is. So you could potentially even have like your motorbikes and stuff loaded in there.
Has anyone tried that yet? Let me know if it fits. I'm curious to know.
And bring them on up and, store them here. How cool is that? I'm going to go ahead and close this really quick. And as you can see, it does have an emergency release on the inside too. Don't want to stand up. That looked interesting. Now, if I open this, it'll drop me down. Nice. And then you can just close it right here. So it's pretty cool. I do like that. That's just super cool. This is a really ingenious looking cargo area, and it is mirrored on the other side. So this is where you have your 4 SCU on each side, and I think that just looks fantastic. So
I agree. I think this is very innovative. I love the way they've used the space. No complaints here. Everything about the interior is great. All right, now the most important part, the sound, because how the engine sound is a major selling feature, as we all know.
Engines on. Launch complete.
This angle looks great. It's just the side, right?
Landing gear low.
It's good. It's good. I like it. I like it a lot. The only issue is the... Is it an issue? I'm wondering if we'll just get used to it. And I suspect we will. But let's be honest here. I know you guys are going to buy it. And you'll fly it for the first 2 weeks. And then it's going to go into the back of your hangar. And you'll forget about it because it's just another starter ship along with the 20 others you bought over the years. That's what's going to happen. Or will it? Because this is really kind of like the Nomad, where you have your living space, you have everything you need in there. Is this something you see yourself using more often? No, who are we kidding? You won't. You're going to buy it and never use it again. Just face it. But as for me, you know what? It's, again, like I said at the beginning, it's a strong maybe. I just, taking a look at the actual design of it, it's just this part in the front which just bugs me. It's just sticking out a bit too far. If they just did that, I would lean towards it. Definitely yes. Also, I tend to buy everything that comes out of the black and gold paint just because. So if it does come with a paint job, yes. So we don't know the final stats on it. We don't know, well, we know it's a size 3 gun and size 1 shields. But we don't know the price. I'm going to estimate based upon the interior living space of it and just that it's kind of cool. 70 at the lower end, but closer towards 80 is, I think, where this comes in. Probably the more expensive of the starter ships. But I suspect it will grow on us. We'll just come to like it at the end, and it'll be just one more ship in your hangar that you bought years ago and will never use again. Well, anyway, let me know your thoughts. Let me know of these designs you've seen here. Look, these centerline designs will not work because the bedroom has no space. But I do feel this kind of thing definitely works. Give me your thoughts. I'll be interested to see. And let's see what the price is and what possible paint jobs come with it. We'll know in about a week from now. If you enjoy my content, give me a thumbs up, subscribe. Also, a big thank you to Evan Leese for his video, which was awesome. Good work there, Evan. And I'll see you guys in the next one.